found this wooden pumpkin at Value Village, and I think it would make an adorable fall centerpiece. Adorable, but maybe a little bit too rustic for my style. So, along with a little bit of refinishing, the star of this project is going to be the paper roses that I'm going to show you how to make. I'm Anna, and I have a pumpkin to go sand. To make this a little easier on me, I detached the metal leaves from the pumpkin. They were held in with tiny nails that came out easy. The pumpkin sanded, so I want to move on to toning down the orange. So I have some tan craft paint here. I'm going to add water to it, and I'm going to tan wash the pumpkin. Once it's dried, I'm going to see what the color looks like, and then I'm going to pick my stain. If I have to do any test samples, I'll just do them right on the inside. But yeah, just got my water here, and I'm going to start tan washing. Use a lot more water than you do your paint. I'm here at least doubling it. I really covered the pumpkin in the tan wash and then let it dry overnight. I did end up doing a few test patches of stain to see which one I thought would look the most fallish. I picked Special Walnut and did 2 coats of the stain. I'm almost done with the pumpkin. I'm going to add some wax to seal the wood and then a little bit of black rub and buff over the metal parts. Maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot. I'm just going to see how it goes, but first wax. To style my centerpiece, I found these velvet pumpkins at the DollarTree in my favorite color. They're a great budget-friendly find for that instant fall feel. But I don't want to stop here. I want this centerpiece to feel unique. And this is where the real DIY comes in. I'm gonna make salami roses, like the kind you put on a charcuterie board. But instead of using salami, I'm going to be using packing paper. You can also use lunch bags. And the first step is both really easy and kind of weird. You have to crunch up your paper over and over until it's like soft and worn in. So that's what we do first. Crunch. Now a few more times. This still isn't the only piece you need, so I'm going to be doing that to the rest of this. It's kind of a workout. After the crunching's all done, smooth out your papers. You'll need to grab scissors, a scrap piece of cardstock, and a cup. Trace out the cup on the scrap piece of paper and cut out a circle. Fold your packing paper into a square similar in size to the circle you just cut out. Using the circle as a template now, cut out your paper to shape. Grab some glue. I use school glue, but you can use hot glue if you prefer. Fold a paper circle in half and place it on the rim of the cup. Add some glue and layer the next circle. And keep going around and around and around until the middle of the rose has closed up. Then Gently remove your cup and you have a paper rose. Pretty easy, right? The first rose I made, I folded the circles in half. I also made one where I folded 1/3 over the outside of the cup and 2/3 inside the cup. This made a rose with a smaller diameter. Both look pretty, just a little different, kind of like real roses. Using a smaller cup, I made a smaller rose as well. If you're using the same cup, smaller circles will create a smaller rose too. I played around a bit with shaping the paper petals, bending some of them outward, and this is the result. I've left the flowers to dry overnight, and I actually made one more small one because I feel like the first one I made might be a little bit too big, but I'm not sure. So I have 4 flowers to work with. I might use them all, I might not. And then I have a foam block, which is I'm gonna pick everything into, and my pumpkin is ready. He looks great. I just need to reattach the leaves that I took out. They did have like a little nail in, and I don't want to do that. That sounds, I don't think I would be very good at that. So I'm just gonna try hot gluing it, and if that works, great. If not, I will figure out how to nail it back in. Then I also have, these are, it's kind of silly, but it's very practical. These are the stems or picks from flowers that I've used in other projects or arrangements. And whenever I'm not using the whole stem, I just cut off the last little bits and keep them. So they will, totally recycling. I feel like an old granny when I do that, but they will be kind of like the stem for the flowers. I'm just gonna add a whole lot of hot glue and stick it on. I also have a bunch of little leaves. I do have my pumpkins, but the stem is just a plain brown. So a little bit of gold rub and buff on that to just zhuzh it up a bit. And then I grabbed a whole bunch of fall looking florals to add as my accents once everything's put together. So I think I'm gonna start first with gluing on these leaves back. Oh, I'm not going to glue the foam in here because if later I change my mind and I don't want this to be a centerpiece, how adorable would this be filled with treats? Yeah, like little fun-sized packages of peanut M&Ms. That's what I'm thinking. But right now, a little bit of hot glue. There is a bit of flex to it, so I don't know if it's just gonna bounce back. So that's why I'm holding it. Hot glue, you're doing the trick. Okay. No, it didn't. Popped right off. Okay, more glue. I've hot glued both sides and they're totally holding, so I can move on to the flowers. I'm just gonna pop in my little square, rectangle square, foam piece, and it fits perfectly. So let's get some heights of these flowers. The centerpiece is done, and I have the perfect spot right here to style it. Okay, you might be thinking, what's the point of making flowers when you can just buy them? Reason 1, it's a fun, crafty thing to do. Hobbies are healthy, but the bigger reason is, if you're like me and you change out your decor a little on the more often side, this is both inexpensive and eco-minded. I'm reusing packing paper before recycling it. And if later I change my mind, I can then recycle the flowers. And other than the velvet little pumpkins, everything here is from my stash. And a lot of these plants I actually grew in my garden. So it's kind of like, I don't know, sustainable decorating in a way. Well, that's a great segue to the end of this video. To sustain and grow our channel, I would love it if you'd consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! These paper, I forgot the word paper. Wow, okay. The pumpkins, and I forgot something to open this. My head's kind of chopped off and it's bugging me. My shirt's very fallish. Actually, my whole outfit is. Yesterday was really warm and gorgeous, so I had a dress on, and today is very fallish and kind of dark and gloomy, so I dressed fallish, I guess. Anyways. By the way, this candle smells so good. Indigo for the win again. And this is just adorable. Yeah.